Hello everyone again and welcome to Kidzlinks Consult. Now, today it's going to be very interesting and informative. We're going to be talking about the early years foundation stage framework and understanding what it is really about. Now, if you're not using it already in your school, it's about time you try it out. This framework is all about the children. It's all about giving them what they need. In this curriculum, there are 7 learning areas. 3 of them are prime. Prime means very important. If they don't know this prime area, if they're not well grounded in these prime areas, you have no business teaching the other 4. Now, the 3 prime areas, the first one is communication and language. Every child that comes to you must be able to talk. They must be able to have this vocabulary that is rich. So you have to introduce them to lots of words. You have to allow them to communicate freely with you. You have to encourage them to talk to you all the time. You have to give them accessibility to words, different kinds of vocabulary. Now, if you don't allow this to happen, if you don't have a rich culture of introducing children to vocabulary, if your words that you use in the classroom are very limited, then communication will not be easy for these children. It is called a prime area because EYFS believes that this is the starting point. A child that can talk will be able to do anything. Nothing will be impossible for them to do. And when they get to primary school, writing will become easy for them because they've already got rich vocabulary that they can use when they're making up sentences. The second prime area is physical development. Now, you have to encourage children. You have to teach them how to pick things with a pencil grip. That means they must be able to hold the pencil like this. And the only way you can get that is for them to use a lot of painting activities. It's for them to be introduced to a lot of things that will enable or allow them to paint, to pick, to do all different kinds of activities that will encourage them to be able to hold the pencil. Now, under physical development is also self-care. You have to encourage them, teach them how to wash their hands, how to open their bottles, how to pour their drinks, how to button their shirt. Don't assume that every 2-year-old can wash their hands. Not necessarily. As practitioners, it is our job and our role to teach those children, to encourage them to be able to do this activity, to allow them to do all these activities. At this age, it's not about writing 1 to 100. It's about exposing them to activities that will allow them to be able to achieve all these things. Area is the personal, social, and emotional development, which is also called PSCD. This means personal to the children. What is personal to them? Do they know their names? Do they know how old they are? Do they even know their birthdays? What about their brother's name or their sister's name? So all these things are meant to be taught to the children so that they will understand what it means. Now, the S in the PSCD is the social skills. Do they know their thank yous? Do they know when to say it? When to say sorry? Do they have empathy? When the child is sad next to them, do they know they have to say sorry or to cuddle their friends when they're feeling sad? Now, the E is the emotional. Must they throw tantrums all the time? If you say no to a child, do they understand what it means? Now, as good practitioners, it is our role that we must train and educate our 2-year-olds, our 3-year-olds, our 4-year-olds in order to understand all these things. But this is the beginning, and this is where it starts. Don't forget that EYFS means preparing children for school, for primary school. 0 to 5 or 0 to 4-year-old is not where you teach 1 to 100. It is where you get them ready for school. Now, these prime areas are very important. They have to be well grounded and well taught. If you don't have this well grounded in your school, you have no business going into the other areas. And these other areas we'll be talking about in our next video. Don't forget to drop your questions and tell me whatever you want to talk about next. And also remember to like this video and share it with your friends and colleagues. Thank you.